With Connor Zilic dropping to the rear, Sammy Smith slides up to the front row. He's on the inside in the 8. Outside is Sam Mayer. 100 laps. Here we go on a Friday night at Daytona.
Sam Mayer getting a really good push right there from Austin Hill in that outside lane. One thing about the Xfinity Series, you know, you can lock bumpers kind of through that first turn, but you can't push all the way down the backstretch. And as bad as these cars drove in February, it didn't sound like anybody wanted to be pushed.
And NASCAR told us earlier this week, you need to release the guy in front of you by the time you get down the back straightaway into turn 3. If not, we'll be investigating what you're doing. 8 getting a jump as he's getting a push from his teammate. Justin Allgaier second in line down low.
Check up and see what happens to the 25. Oh, it just looks like it was misjudged. I can't tell who that was.
Matt DiBenedetto, I believe, that slid up. You know, he had been really driving through the field, tries to slide up behind him, it looked like, and as you said, just misjudged a little bit.
Yeah, misjudged it by a foot or two. Yeah, it's interesting to see whether they were telling him clear or not. He would have made that move on his own.
But the reality is we've already had such a long delay, so that could factor into how NASCAR manages the night if we get more rain. Front row for the restart, 7 to go on the stage. Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith.
Those front 4 guys all locked together, one of them trying to get an advantage here. Saw this on the last start. Took multiple laps for that to get sorted out. We only got 8 laps to go, 7 laps to go here for the end of the stage.
They're pushing and shoving.
Oh, they got aggressive right there.
Getting out of line. Big dance behind the leaders. Lots of sparks flying, and there goes one out of line. They're crashing as we end the stage. Caution is out. Who was leading at the time of caution? And it will be at the instance of caution when we officiate it, because this is the final lap and we pay points. Final lap of the stage.
It looked like Allgaier was actually involved in that. I saw sparks shoot out of his car.
You know, this is a venue that's not been good to him. Best finish for Sammy Smith at Daytona, 19th, but he won at Talladega last fall. DiBenedetto was getting out of line trying to make it happen, and once he made it 3 wide, that's when the pushing and shoving really began.
Yeah, and you see Jeb Burton right there was on the inside of Carson Kvapil, makes contact with the left rear. Dean Thompson has some contact. Big contact for the 1 right there on that left front fender.
DiBenedetto went from 33rd to 4th on that run. Only request is that they tighten the race car up just a little bit. They'll do that with air pressure. Sammy Smith, second from the top there, just right side tire. Said he was really good out front, a little bit squirrely in traffic.
It's time for stage 2 at Daytona for the Xfinity Series.
Great start on the outside. Mayer already on the bumper and Jesse Love. They got a little bit of a launch, it looked like, on Parker on the inside. You know, taking it all in, also looking at the rearview mirror, and you want all that because it's really a verification, I think, of what you already think. But when they start saying that, it all starts syncing up and making sense. It's great stuff right there. That looks anything like what we've seen. Oh, and Parker gets split right there, gets hung out, and that's one of the things I think from the spotter, right? You talked about trying to get used to working with your spotter.
14 laps to go, stage 2, NASCAR Xfinity Series racing at Daytona. Justin Haley leads Jesse Love. Jeb Burton right there alongside Sammy Smith. Love drops down to block some progress from the 27.
Yeah, this shakes things up for sure. It just disrupts the lanes and side drafts and everything that happens. You see Mayer's going to be in a bad position right here. He's still 3 wide when they come off turn 2. No, he's going to have to check up right here.
Well, look at Sammy Smith flirting with that double yellow line.
Well, and that was one thing I was going to point out when we talked about Austin Hill not being able to make progress as they're 4 wide going to turn 3. Sammy Smith was right in front of him, and I in my mind, I'm watching this, and I'm like, well, Fredo's down in, where's he at on the track?
And there's the caution. I was worried when we had the vantage point of him pulling away if he was going to have enough momentum to get somewhere, to get off track and out of the way, and obviously he could not. Both have won. Both will be in the playoffs. That guy down low, Sheldon Creed, has never won. He's looking for the first victory of his career. Same for the guy right behind him, Ryan Sieg. Fords working together in the low lane.
Oh, and look at Parker being able to push Sieg as well.
It's almost like the 2 RCR Chevys had a hard time getting connected. Hill was dancing a little bit after the push.
Oh, look at Parker on the inside. It's going to be a huge push going all the way down the backstretch.
He said, I've got 11 consecutive top 5s. I want the
Don't break my streak
to continue, and here he is in position to keep it going. Trouble back in the pack. 32, Rajah Caruth out of line. And we stay green for now. This is very similar to what we saw with Harrison Burton earlier, and we didn't get a caution. We stay green right now.
Well, it looked like did Matt DiBenedetto get him right there? Couldn't tell if that was contact directly from the back or if he had misjudged it again. Let's see if we can get another look at it here. It looked like Rajah maybe moved up and wasn't clear, and Matt was there, but be out of harm's way. I think we're going to stay green.
Rajah just outside the top 15 when he went for a ride. And these Fords continue to duel at the front. Sheldon Creed, 00 outside, 39 inside, Ryan Sieg, drivers that have never won. He wouldn't get credited with the victory tonight, but oh, would this be a celebration and a night to remember for him driving the 88 as he steps in. We would exit Daytona as they run right now with Zilich only 10 behind Allgaier, 2 races to go, and now the RCR cars making a move down low. Hill out of line, Love going with him.
As much pushing as what you know I thought we'd see as this got down to the end. I mean, we're down to
trouble on track. 5th caution of the night. Taylor Gray involved. 51 is Jeremy Clements. Won this race 3 years ago. Not going to get it done here tonight.
He was quite a ways behind this. Somehow he got into the grass. I don't know if when he was trying to get slowed down, he got run into the back of and got pushed down into the grass, but he comes in pretty late around here. Josh Bilicki also goes around.
See Kyle Sieg there, Joey Gase, Carson
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And there goes Caesar.
I don't think Caesar knew there was a wreck. He came in hot.
Ryan Sieg, control car outside lane. Parker Kligerman to his left. We're green again.
I think those guys being 3 wide is going to help Parker.
And there goes Sieg. He hits Eckes. Caution is out. A number of cars involved here at Daytona. Matt DiBenedetto, Harrison Burton, Eric Almirola, Daniel Dye.
Finally had our first big one of the night. Watch the 39 as he pulls up. You can't see it as good from that angle, but that car was just super light in the back. '25 spinning around, maybe a little bit. Oh yeah, a little contact on the left front for the 25.
You can have success, have success, but as you said, just wrong place, wrong time. It takes you out of the equation. And inevitably, with all those good runs you can have, you add up a bunch of these where you put a big number on the board, and it just crushes that average finish at a place like Daytona. And his driver on the outside, Austin Hill, next to the control car, Parker Kligerman in the 88.
It's like a pretty even start for both the inside and the outside. Oh, Honeyman tries to make it 3 wide. Not a good move right there. You got to get your speed built up before you move out. That's good for the guys on the inside, though.
Allgaier pushes Kligerman out there. You don't want to get too far.
Don't get too far out. Yeah. Parker's going to have to back it up just a little bit here. He's going to have to block both lanes if they have that run.
So much to manage. Here comes Sammy Smith up the middle.
Oh, that's going to help Parker, though, when they can get 3 wide. It's easier for him because they're all going to get bogged down. But we've seen that 8 car super fast at the start of this race. I think they're going to get the wide here at him.
Coming back off of turn 4 through the trioval. Kligerman is leading.
See Parker's having to work both lanes right here.
There's a white flag. Next flag ends the race. Allgaier getting with it down low. Sammy Smith pushing Kligerman outside.
Parker's in a good position with the push from the 8 right there. Long ways, though, back to the start-finish line.
Look how far out he is.
I think it's going to work out. Oh.
3 wide behind him. There goes Sanchez. Hill pushing through. 3 and 4 for the final time. They're crashing behind the leaders. We stay green for now. There's the caution. Parker Kligerman out front. Kligerman for Connor Zillage is going to take the checkers here at Daytona. Unbelievable.
Got a pretty good record, 3 and 4.
Awesome job, Parker.
Thanks for showing up, pal.
Somebody awesome.